Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Encased, where, as we all remember at the end of the last one, I died. So I was silly enough to try and walk through these steam vents here. Yeah, those ones right there. Walk through those steam vents without any sort of protection or any sort of health, and we died. So I went back and did way over here. I did this guy's quest again, which is repairing the mainframe over here. I've done that one again. It was fairly quick to get through because I knew how to do it this time. I went through all the other mainframes in here just to see if there was anything I was missing. I don't think there was. There was a lot of information, and some of it may come up later in another quest, but a lot of it did look like flavor text and lore and that kind of thing, which is fine, although we may have to go back to that later if I find I'm missing some information. Now, on my way over to chat to our friendly drug addict Rudolph here to get back into the steam vent, I came across this terminal, and it seems that I can actually bang out a quest right here. We got a quest ages ago to register Monty James because he's unregistered, and it looks like I can do that from right here. So let's see what happens if we do this. We feed Monty James data into the system, special cast, and the data was entered and checked. Okay, great. So I think we've solved Monty's problem. Can I log in as a user and do anything else? Oh, hang on. Apparently I can. I have mail. Okay. Read the latest C.R.O.N.U.S news. Check my employee status. Well, what's in my mail? Read the email from Dean of Silverwing. Okay. Collect your uniform. Okay, this is just my day one info. This is the stuff I have basically already done. If you find yourself inclined to partake in illegal activities, please contact the closest security guard. Yes, please rat yourself out. This is Rat People Out, the game. Okay, so I had a chat with Rudolph here and went through the same stuff we did at the last episode, which is basically not ratting him out, but at the same time intimidating him into giving us lots and lots of drugs. Hopefully those will not come up as some sort of contraband. I'm actually just hoping I can sell them later. But let's go about the whole steam vent thing a little smarter. Instead of just leaping into the steam, why don't I look around? Like, what's in this metal locker here that I might take use of? A crowbar? Oh, hello, day one RPG weapon. Thank you very much. You just can't get through the first few days of an RPG without a crowbar, and some electrical equipment and some relic shards. Okay, take all of that. Now, these vents here. What happens? Sound of... Okay, that turned nothing at all off. Okay. Sound of running water. Was there something I was supposed to do over in the bathroom here? Maybe. Let's try this other valve here. That also does nothing at all, it seems. Okay. Can I get into this room? No, that is locked. And I probably... Can I lockpick this? No. Insufficient ability score. So the valves don't turn off the steam vents, which is unfortunate. I might, if I were at full health, be able to get in and out of there and still take the hit. But in the meantime, let me just search some of these other items that aren't marked as red and see if I can come up with some way of shutting those off. Okay, I've had no luck shutting off this valve, which is controlling the one by the dead body, but I'm not 100% sure how I've done it, but I've shut off the one next to it, which will allow me to get over here. All right, let's just go do a thing here. This is going to allow me to get into here, and from here, I can get over here. And this will let me get into this room. I wonder if... I think this valve may shut off that one. Okay. All right, getting the hang of this. Let's just search this place quick. What do we got here? Airplane. Oh, it's a drug. Narcotic substance named after a famous band. Bunch of different nicknames. Arrow Clouds Blue. What exactly does it do? It enhances perception, but reduces agility. And some soap. Yeah, just take everything. It's an RPG. Just, oh, can I use the vacuum? Oh, I want to use the vacuum. I want this to be janitor, the game. Okay, in searching this locker, I have finally hit my encumbrance level, so I'm going to have to drop some stuff. Kind of eyeing that crowbar. I mean, I do have a baseball bat, but this will enable... I feel a crowbar is also a tool. It says you can break walls with it. I feel it's better to have the crowbar than the baseball bat. Let's see if I can shave off some weight without getting rid of the crowbar or the baseball bat. Okay, fair enough. That's a little bit better. 29 out of 40. It looks like at over 30 I go into slight encumbrance. And all I did was just eat and drink. I just ate some food and drank some beer just to get the encumbrance down a little tiny bit. Now, these lockers are... okay, this one is open. That's some glue, that's some bolts. Neither of those are a particularly large amount of weight. This one's locked. But this guy over here had a key. I just can't get to it yet. I'm going to look at that valve in just a sec. I just want to make sure we search everything around here. This is some more electrical equipment. We'll take that and just see if there's anything in the janitor's box, because I want this to be janitor the game. Alcohol, cloth, and more soap. I have some of all of that. And now that I'm kind of starting to worry about weight, like this bottle of alcohol is almost half a unit right there. I'm not going to take that. Now, if I turn this valve, does that shut off that steam? It appears to do so. Okay, great, good. Getting the hang of this here. Yep, now I can get this guy's key, administrative level locker key. I think that's exactly what I was looking for. And a damaged, hacked blue wing Selectron. Ooh, I wonder if I could repair that, and then I could get into blue areas. Cool, let's go check out the locker. Hopefully it's this one. Yep, it sure was, and we've got a power cell and something in Russian that I can't read. I assume that's Russian anyway. Relic shards, comm bonds. Okay, we've got some money. Boy, this power cell sure is heavy. Very, very heavy there. That's 1.3. Might have to rethink the whole dropping the baseball bat thing in favor of the crowbar. Yeah, I feel I should probably have this. I mean, if I had to do a whole little mini quest to get it, it's probably important. Now, can I get out here? Well, you're not going to let me get out, are you? No. Okay, I'm going to have to go back through the vents. So with that little distraction done, I'm back to trying to find Martin Kingsley, this very important person here who we've been told to go and find, and he's supposed to be on this floor. And I had all sorts of issues trying to find the man the last time. He just doesn't seem to really exist over here. I'm going to have another look for him and then assume that I'm doing something really, really dumb, like just not going to a different floor. It wasn't you, right? No, you're Rick. You're out of your mind. All right, let me have a little poke around here. Progress is being made. I'm talking to Artemis here, who appears to be Chief Officer Kingsley's, I don't know, administrator, secretary, guardian of the gate, whatever it is, but I can tell her about all sorts of stuff here. I can tell her about the employee using drugs in the bathroom. I can tell her about the Black abusing their authority on level 3. I don't immediately remember that, but that sounds about something they'd be doing. Or can I just go into this guy's office, awaiting my call? Great. Okay. Found him, just hidden in an office where I couldn't see him, which makes sense because there were 2 doors in the way. Except there's actually nobody in here. There's a big graph. We're clearly charting something. We're graphing something very, very important here, but there is the briefing terminal. Is that Mr. Kingsley? A red light comes under the camera's steel hood. It is on now. Aha! I appear to have found you. Do I copy? Apparently I do. Bends to the camera. Martin Kingsley, Chief Officer of Magellan. Pleasure to welcome you. Okay, thanks. I've done a lot of quests just to get to you, so hopefully you've got something very, very important to tell me. Opens the folder to thumb through the pages. Orange Wing. Whatever else is said about me, I'm a humanist. It's wrong to reject a person simply because he's made a mistake. Actually, I'm gender neutral because that was an option at character creation, so if you could not use the pronoun he, I would appreciate that. And I'm going to go a little neutral with him. I could say that I'm trying to mend my ways, but I'm not really sure that I am. Or I could say that I'm going to act the same way, but on a larger scale, so I'm going to be more of a criminal here. I'm going to put it right down the middle and just say it was luck, adaptability, and survival skills. Actually, I didn't put any points into survival, Martin, but try not to hold that against me. That brought me to the dome. Seeing the dome as a prison is very common among oranges, partly because of the discrimination that we admittedly haven't yet eradicated, partly because of the abundance of security protocols. More importantly, it's because this is a two-way problem. You expect this place to be a prison, not a home. I have no opinions on that one way or the other, Martin. That's very presumptuous of you. I learned a little more about you. Now I want you to learn about us. Keep in mind, this is not a rehearsed speech. dome was discovered in 1971, became a scientific and media sensation, a worldwide phenomenon. You were enticed here by radio advertising, TV, movies, interviews, and billboards. C.R.O.N.U.S wants the world to see the dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. Now that you're actually here, I want to show you the real picture. Well, it's about time. Do you know how many side quests I had to do to hear this? Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the dome. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing is now disassembling the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. Okay, cool. Do what must be done. Yeah, well, that's like my thing. That's how I play games, Martin. So get on with it. Risk-taking is in your sphere. It kind of is, yes. Mostly I'm talking my way through things, but sure, risky chat, absolutely. But more often you face a hard, nasty job. You're given a lot of freedom, but very few rights. Situation you find yourself in leaves you unprotected and thus embittered. Fine. What exactly... Kind of get to the bullet points here, Martin, if you could, please. So let's sum up. What's my takeaway from this, Martin? So quiet, the ticking of the clock in the senior administrator's office can be heard. You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I preferred to talk about real existing problems. So do I. No reply or smirk significantly. So do I. Let's get to the meat of this. Have a rest, attend to your business. After that, come back to me. Okay, so just go hang out. I do have a couple of quests I could turn in. That would actually be some handy time off, Martin. Goodbye and move away, or I'm ready to embark on the task. No, I'm actually going to go turn in a couple of side quests, Martin, before we get started with that. So I'm going to take your advice, go have a bit of a rest, and I'll be back. Quest number 1, check in with Monty, because I did your thing. It was wicked easy, Monty. I feel you could have done that yourself. I think you're actually supposed to be smarter than me. I've added you to the list, and we're hugging. I'm not a hugger, Monty. No, thank you. Thank you for such a fabulous example of cooperation with a stranger. Okay, you're welcome. It's just some XP, and I'm on my way. Good enough, Monty. Thank you. Quest number 2, Indra Kapoor needs us to fix one of the surveillance cameras. And this lady here may be able to help with this. I was asked to repair the surveillance system. You should have a look at the terminal. Okay. Find out the breakdown cause. Monitors the surveillance system. You realize right away the problem is serious. There's no signal from the 4th camera. Okay. What does this mean to me? Because I've also got a quest to rob some stuff, and having a down security camera may help with that. The video surveillance cards installed in the mainframe burnt out a couple of times. Another time the cleaner pulled out the wires. But maybe I messed something up in the program. Okay. I'm starting repairs now. I don't have Perception 6, so there's no ability for me to do that. I'm sure I could have learned something about what she may or may not have done to the computers, but I think I'm going to repair them. Which bit would I repair? I can't get into there. I can't... Oh, wait. I can't get into the monitor. Should I go look at those? Yeah, maybe I should. Well, let's look at the 4th monitor. That's the one in question. Sticker on the monitor hints this camera shows the outlet of the ventilation system. Who would ever need to monitor the ventilation system? Well, literally everyone, because it's how I travel around Magellan. I go in and out of the ventilation system. Now, this last one is interesting. The 6th monitor shows a bathroom, the utility room, and the surveillance room where you are. But the camera's angle is strange. It's turned to the side, filming a window and some posters on the wall. So somebody may have deliberately moved the camera away. I wonder why. Can I see that camera here? I don't immediately see it. And I also don't see... Would these be the posters on the walls? I don't know. So it seems like there might be a bit of a... I might be completely overreading this, but it seems like there's a bit of a blind spot in this room that may be of importance to me. We shall see. But the mainframe, let's check that out. Oh, access denied there. Okay. How about the terminal? Is there something here that I can fix? Hi. Okay. Right. Hello, employee. Please enter the command to select the desired option. I can't find anything in stuff that I can get to, but apparently I can hack the mainframe. Apparently I just have enough skill to do that, so let's see if that'll get me anywhere. I'm not sure how Courtney here is going to feel about this. Mainframe behaves in a friendlier manner after being hacked. After the boot screen, you're taken straight to the main menu with a flickering green C.R.O.N.U.S logo. Alright, I can update it, I can do a system check. I can go to the archives. That might be interesting. Look inside the housing. Well, let's do that. You pull it out of its slot. Alright, so I've pulled the recording card out. Everything's okay with the card. It's not visibly damaged. Okay, let's just check this. Let's just go through all my options here. It appears Courtney may have broken off a fingernail when she was messing around with the mainframe, because it's black, and she's part of the Blackwing security section. I'm just going to go ahead and say this was Courtney's fingernail. A, Courtney, that's gross. B, you might have noticed that you were missing a fingernail. I'm going to clean all this up and put everything back together, reboot the mainframe, close the housing, push the reset button. I'm pretty sure I've fixed your problem. Let's see if we can check the monitors here and see if I've done what I needed to do. The fourth monitor, cement walls of Magellan, rocks in a... Okay, well, it's working. It's working. There's a signal. Let's get out of here. I don't know if this was the right thing to do. I kind of probably should have just kept the thing blank and used that to my advantage, but here we are. I got to use my hacking skill at least. Problems hooking up the video card, but now everything's working. I found your broken fingernail, woman. Someone should have messed inside the computer during their shift. Yeah, maybe Patty or Rhonda. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Can I check your hands for a broken fingernail? Everything is in order. I think we're done with that. Okay. Oh, and I think you liked me more. I think I just got like a +1 rep, probably with Blackwing. Do I have a way of checking that? I'm sure I probably do. Why, yes, it's right here under the Reputation tab. Cool. So Bluewing really digs me because I've done several tasks for them. Weirdly, I don't actually see Blackwing in here. What's my Orange Wing rep? Yeah, well, I am orange. White Wing approves of my action. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Everyone's broadly okay with me. Now, what other nonsense could I get into around here? You know what I actually want to do? I want to go back to the vendor on the vehicle level, whatever that is. I want to check that out because I'd really like to sell off a bunch of this nonsense I'm carrying around with me. Well, I went and sold some stuff over to, what's his name here, Calvin. So I just shaved off some weight. And then I saw this woman over here, very delicately trying to climb into the ventilation shaft, which is what I'm really good at. So I wanted to see if she needed a hand with anything. Huge wrench squints up at you from under the bright ceiling lamps. Right, I can hoist her up. Oh, I can give her drugs, apparently, or tell her I'm busy. I'll hoist her up. I feel I should give her drugs, but I don't know how that's going to help you get into a ventilation shaft, except to do it perhaps more quickly or enjoy it a lot more. She pulls herself up the rest of the way into the ventilation tunnel, and then she waves goodbye. Okay, and I got some XP for that. Okay, bye. Do you want me to come with you? I'm, like, really good at ventilation shafts. Actually, can I get in there? Hang on. Is that you again? Yeah, that's her again. Wait a minute, because I needed... Oh, here we go. I needed to get in this room. And there's a ventilation shaft. Right there. Aha. But I can't quite lockpick the ventilation shaft open. Darn it. I don't suppose I can kick it open. Nope, I can't do that either. Oh, I probably should have done something different with her. Well, apparently give her drugs. That was my only other option. There's all sorts of other ventilation shafts here, too. Just crawling around in the ductwork seems to be how you get around here. Okay, so let me readdress the thing with the guys over here who wanted me to do the heist. Okay, these two guys right here want me to shut down something in this room, the security cameras, I imagine. It was a while ago, I don't immediately remember. And I can't get in there. But maybe I can find another different ventilation shaft that I can use. Okay, never mind, I totally have it. I just clicked on it just for argument's sake, and I just teleported up there. What I needed was what I already had, which was that Bluewing damaged electro key thingy that we got. Okay, neat. I thought being damaged, it wouldn't work on anything, but apparently that's exactly what I needed for that. Well, that was a bit of a happy accident. Okay, let's keep going along here. I think we can get the little Thief Brothers quest done too, and let's not forget to loot while we're up here. When I've got things. Oh, things popped up. I found a secret. I don't know. I think it's a secret way into the bathroom, which isn't that entertaining, but let's see what else is up here. Yeah, it totally is. It's literally a secret way into the bathroom, but I got secret points for that. So cool. I feel there's a door to the bathroom right here. I think pretty much anyone can use the toilet. It's kind of a public restroom area kind of thing. I'm not sure if there was something I was supposed to be discovering in here. Maybe it comes up later. Maybe there's something in here that I'm going to need later. There is more janitor gear, which I'm very excited about. Smells like bleach and lavender shampoo. Fine, let's hop back up here, out of the secret bathroom, and go this a ways. There was nothing interesting in these boxes, just some generic junk that I can either use for crafting. We still really haven't gotten any sort of crafting tutorial yet. I'd love to figure out what we're doing in that regard, but I think we are in a position where we can help our criminal buddies out. Yeah, and again, that same hacked blue key that we got is what lets me into here. Oh, I just have free reign of this place now. Unless... and I might be reading too much into this. This might not be a mechanic, but this guy goes on patrol past the windows. Will he see me? I might be reading too much into this. That might not be a thing at all. I might be able to stand right in front of the window and he just doesn't care. But I might be a little circumspect while I'm looting the place dry. I'm starting to find some big boy gun ammo, not the little nail gun that I've got with me now. Pistol bullet and 9mm shell. Considering we've been picking up black powder and other gun components, it looks like we're probably going to be making our own ammo. So that was everything in here. And this looks like, oh yeah, I think we've hit a very good room to search here. Yeah, this guy's walking past the window, and he does not seem to be fussed by that at all. I'm sure he could see me if he needed to see me, so that may not be a mechanic where I have to worry about people going, hey, what are you doing in that room that's totally locked and you're not supposed to be there? It seems to be fine. Springs and bolts, yep, take all of that. So there's a bit of flavor text on a terminal here, which is rather funny. Apparently Amelia Larson, with her jumpsuit top removed and thus being naked to the waist, approached guard Vaclav and engaged in an unwelcome and sexual advance. Apparently guard Vaclav politely declined, and then Larson responded by beating him with a rubber device molded in the shape of a chicken. What is more interesting apart from the humor is that later on it says she was working with relics before this happened, and we know that the relics kind of may induce a mass hysteria, kind of a mass Looney Tunes craziness. Nobody's really sure, but it's likely to happen, so we'll keep an eye out for that. So in the monitor console, I can basically, no surprise, disable all the monitors, all of the security cameras. So I don't specifically know. I'm sure they would probably want me to disable the one for the warehouse, seeing as, yeah, okay, and there my quest just updated. Fine, so that was the correct one. I'm kind of feeling I'm just going to disable all of them, because why not? I don't really need people watching me go in and out of the ventilation shafts. This is my primary method of travel in Encased. So I think I'm just going to shut all of them off and then go back and report to the two thievy criminal guys that they're good to go on their heist. And it occurs to me I should probably check in with Nastasia here because, well, we're in the same ventilation shaft and she should probably be aware of that. She's eating noodles, okay? What's going on in the air shafts of Magellan? No, this is vital information to me because this is how I get around. Place has its own atmosphere. Huh. That's kind of interesting. There are always oranges hanging around. Yeah, me, primarily. All sorts of hiding places. Yeah, these things are great. I don't know why your ventilation shaft has to be the size of a parking lot, but I'm more than happy for it. And that's it. That's all she has to say. Okay, let's go check in with our thieves. Alright guys, it took me a few game days, but I finally figured out how to turn off the security cameras for you. Tell Leary he should return to the warehouse. Yeah, that's our other option. We can try and convince them to go back to work. But I'm going to tell them that I disabled the cameras. Hope everything's crystal clear. Wait for us after the operation. Oh, and I got something that just put me over encumbrance. I'm not sure what. Harness the horse. Alright, they're off. Good. And we've updated the quest. Okay. Let me just check my inventory and try and figure out what the heck they just gave me. Okay, I see what's going on there. It wasn't that they gave me anything, it's just that I came down off the effects of the beer that I had drank earlier. The beer was an extra to strength, so I had more carry capacity. That just wore off, so now I'm back to my regular carry capacity, which is why I am slightly encumbered. It is also worth noting that I still have this woman's broken nail. That's gross. Can I? Yeah, I'm going to destroy that. Even if that's a quest item, I'm not keeping that with me. And it looks like these guys are done with their heist. Let's check in with them, see how everything went. I want my share, please. We're all going to have a ball today. That's fine. Slaving for pennies. Let's discuss how we're going to cut it up. Well, I didn't actually do much, although it took me a while to do it. I'm not going to assert that I'm entitled to a larger share. I don't really think that's fair. They did most of the work. Claps you on the shoulder. They're very happy with that. And I got largely a bunch of generic junk. Yeah, just largely junk. Okay, but some XP, which is always worth it. Speaking of XP, apparently I leveled up ages ago and never spent my skill points. So 26 skill points. Okay, so very, very Fallout-y here. Very Fallout 1 and 2. Skill points I can dump into stuff. What's been doing well for me? I mean, speech has been doing very, very well, but it's pretty high as it is. I'm not doing too badly with speech. I think we could probably leave that. I don't know that I need a lot in any weapon skills right now. Again, they're pretty high for being low level, so I think we're probably good where we are. I'd like to look more into the smarts aspect of things. Particularly, contraptions, less like... Okay, so we're not going to set off traps. That's fine. Piloting, I really like the idea of. I just don't even know if it's going to be a thing in this little, I guess, prologue of Encased. Obviously, again, this is not the full game. This is just a small prologue, a scrap of the game that we can play while it's in development. Medicine would not be a bad idea. Tech. I like tech, I like science, and I think we've got to reinvestigate survival. That's been coming up as a speech check many times. So that might be much more valuable than I think it is. So if I put a point into this, and that, okay, 1 point equals 1 point, right? So it's not scaling. I don't have to spend more skill points to bump this up. That's fine. When does that tick over into, 20. So this is on 10s. Got it. What would I get to get some of these perks in here? Oh, other things. Okay, interesting. So if I'm reading this correctly, and I'm not 100% sure that I am, if I wanted dismantling in the survival perk, I also need Tech 20? Is that what I'm seeing right there? I'm not 100% sure. Now, looking over it a little bit more, I just don't have the perk points in it, is what it seems, because I do have Tech 20. And then if I go up into Science, if I wanted to get Hacking Level 2, this makes more sense. I have Hacking Level 1, that's in bright green, but I don't have Science 50, that's in angry orange. So that makes more sense. I kind of see what they're doing here. I think I'm just going to kind of go with a broad, I could see leadership being important in the future. I'm just going to kind of even some things out. So this is now 20. And I'm just going to kind of dump some points in to just sort of Adrian Monk these to as many even numbers as I can get. Alright, I've dumped points into many things, largely just to even things up. What is far more interesting is I was really kind of bummed out about psionics when we looked at that in character creation, because it didn't seem to be melting people with their mind. And that's exactly what I want out of psionics. I want to blow people up with my mind. And then I looked at the psionics perks, which I've never looked at before. Now, we're nowhere near this right now, but we have Psyshock, a powerful mind attack, also unavailable in current version, so we're not going to see this time. But we have Psi Confusion, we can befuddle people. We have Psi Control, we can take mind control of an enemy. And then Psi Terror. Oh, yes, psionics. Yes, I love a game with psionics. Telepathy, read people's thoughts. Psi Stasis, we can move things around. But mostly, yes, it appears I can blow people up with my mind. So I just hopped back down to the first floor because I forgot I needed to tell Indra that I did his thing. Yes, I'm not going to tell him about the orange stealing drinks from the vending machine. We're not ratting our fellow oranges out, but the problem has been fixed. Tell him about what happened in the elevator operating room. No. I think I'm just going to turn in your quest and call it a day. 110 XP, thank you very much. That bangs that out. I think that broadly takes care of pretty much all of my side quests. I've done all of these. Side quest is get to work, talk to Calvin McPherson, remind Leary about their unfinished chess game. Okay, we may think about that, but that's, Those are the guys who just broke into Calvin's shop, so Calvin may not be wicked keen on playing chess with them. I think we're just down to go and talk to Martin again. So yes, Mr. Kingsley, I am ready to receive my task. I'm going to show you a video and offer a few comments along the way. Okay. So after a little bit of history on C.R.O.N.U.S and their operations, we find the Nashville base stopped transmitting. We sent the available team members to investigate, no confirmation of their arrival. I'm going to go ahead and guess you want me to go check this out. I would never give this task to a freshman like you, but I just don't have enough personnel. Are you sure? Because this place is bustling, and I just got here, and I have a nail gun. Maybe you could upgrade me a little bit. And further along, I do indeed have that option as a speech tech. Tell Kingsley a dangerous mission requires the right equipment. Yeah, I need better stuff, man. Look in on Berdansky on the laboratory level. I'll get more medication. Okay, so I'll probably get a few more med kits. That's not bad, but I think I'm basically ready to get started on this. And Martin told me to go back down to level 2, the vehicle depot, and get ready to go. And as soon as I got down here, yes, we are indeed leaving Magellan Station, and if I leave here, any other quests that I've got will be considered automatically failed. That's fine. I think we've wrapped up all the ones that I was interested in wrapping up, and I'm sure we probably missed some. I didn't talk to everyone. I'm sure there was a ton of side quests, but I think I am pretty ready to get on here. I've got medicine, I've got ammo, I've got food, I've got drinks. I actually don't have any ammo, but junk is my ammo. I'll be fine, and hopefully I'm going to learn to blow people up with my mind along the way. It looks like we'll have a friend. We're going to be traveling with Clara Morgaine. I don't know, driver, friend, companion, minder, I don't know. I will introduce myself and get into the cabin. Got chocolate-covered fruit. Oh, I hate that, Claire. That's like the worst thing in the world. Oh, no, chocolate and fruit should never be combined. No, we're already not friends. Yeah, sorry. And we're out. We're moving in a very Fallout 1 and 2 kind of way here. Just checking off boxes on a grid as we go along here. I'll bet something's going to happen over here. No surprise, we don't make it to Nashville. Truck coasts to a stop. Are we out of gas? Did you not fuel this thing, Clara? That was really dumb. A steaming radiator. Oh, that's fine. I can probably fix this. I fixed other ones in the vehicle depot. What should we do next? Ask if she can fix it or propose that she call for assistance. I think what we will do is, this is a great place to call it on Encased for right now. We've had finally a poke out into the wider world and we are off on an adventure. How long an adventure? I have no idea. This is just a prologue. This is just a scrap of the game, so we'll see how long this goes on with me and Claire, but good place to call it for here. We are out of Magellan. So, we'll pick it up again next time. Do please continue to let me know what you think of Encased. I'm really digging it. It's kind of scratching an itch that I've had for a while for an RPG, but do please let me know in the comments what you think of Encased. And hey, if you're enjoying the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. If you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Some more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. So, when I stab this guy in the neck, which I'm about to do, don't talk about it. Just keep stum, please. Yes, we've got Peasant Boy, Peasant Girl, a few chickens, a bridge that doesn't work, and a giant mutant alien. I think our town is off to a roaring start right now. I have a badass tattoo, 6-pack abs, and a belt buckle that says Aloha. This is amazing. I want to be this guy.